They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Shotgun now for Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. 56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
They're on 31-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Going deep here for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
On the coverage.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to find Hill here. 23 yards, the final tally.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
Second and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. To Marcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. But now it's third and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
Do you almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And the ball on the 30. Here's second and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Bree's going to try and throw on third down. And he finds Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang. Had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes it hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3-and-out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
For the field goal, a 22-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
33-yard line.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They'll hand it off now. Williams. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The throw from Breeze into the hands of Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Running room for Kamara on first down as he takes us forward. It's a gain of 7 there on first down. 2nd and 3 coming up.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A give. This is Kamara. And we'll get it down to the 47 here.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense. Picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory.
Complete.
A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They try the left side here with Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mahomes now to throw. Kansas City touchdown.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Now Breeze on third down. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. But it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got this down to the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. For the start of the third quarter, the Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Pistol. Here's Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Chiefs ball carrier.
Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
37-yard line.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
And the first down, Chiefs.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one.
But now it's third down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
That's a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Breeze going to throw. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. week. That's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taco Charlton.
And credit the tackle to Taco. Taco Charlton with a stop.
2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Now Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Again,
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Dorian O'Daniel on the tackle. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Breeze. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
7-yard line.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And this is caught off the deflection. And they're going to get the 1st down here as he's up to the 14. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now here's Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And now here's another interception. Taylor Thompson picks it, and he'll get this one after the 50 to the midfield stripe. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
On second and goal, standing alone in the backfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Saints 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Again, it's Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
3 at the 47-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Throwing now is Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. This
Folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Kansas City, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.